Hi, and welcome to our Home Buyers Series. My name is Cindy Taylor, and I'm with Keller Williams ND Metro South. This is video number 4 in our Home Buyers Series, and it is part 1 of our house hunting process. If you haven't watched the other 3 videos, I would highly recommend that you go watch those first. It gives you a lot of background information on what you need to do before you even start the house hunting process. So you've decided, I do want to buy a house, and you've been pre-approved, and now the fun part begins. You and your realtors will meet to have a buyer's consultation, and they will explain how the process works. So they should ask you a series of questions or have you fill out, mine is called a home buying checklist. And it basically is, what do you have to have versus what would be nice to have. For example, what area do you have to live in? Is there a certain school district that you want to be a part of? How many bedrooms do you have to have? How many would be nice to have? How many bathrooms? Will you only look at single family homes, or are condos or townhomes a possibility? So, and basically what I do is I've got, like I said, it's the home shopping checklist, and we just ask, your location, for example. Do you want to live in downtown, suburbs? Do you want some acreage with that? Out rural? Do you want in a non-HOA or in an HOA? And it goes through, there's actually 9 pages. It tries to get everything that you might be interested in or haven't even thought about. Each person that is going to be involved in the home buying process, they really should fill one out separately. You may find you have totally different ideas of what you want in a house. So it's better to work those out up front, and that way you can both be on the same page and maybe do some compromising. So after you fill out the checklist and it's kind of been decided on what really are the must-haves versus the wants, your realtor can start looking for houses that meet your needs, and hopefully some that will meet your wants. And just as a side note, you most certainly, and I know you will, look at the internet, and we strongly encourage you to do that. But I do want you to keep in mind that a lot of the sites, they're under no obligation to update anything on their sites in no time frame. As realtors, we're required to have any updates in what's called the MLS within so many hours after it has occurred. If it's pending, sold, price reduction, price raise, whatever it is, we have only so many hours, or we get fined. So while we're under the obligation, so what your realtor has is the most current information, and so you want to keep that in mind. The other thing is, if your agent's sending you stuff and you're like, this does not match my criteria, there could be a misunderstanding. If you have multiple people, you may have different views on what you are interested in. So let them know so that they can modify their searching, and that they can get closer to the houses that you're wanting. You got to keep in mind your budget. It may not allow you to get everything that you want, and look for things that you can change later. I hate the carpeting, for example. That can always be changed at a later date. You want it to be clean, but if the price is right, you can always change it out then. You want hardwood floors. Oh, you have to have a granite countertop. Well, those are things that can be changed later. Think about your location, the size of the house, if it meets the basic needs, because adding on to a house gets very expensive, and you probably don't want to do that. But a lot of the decorative type things, they can all be changed at a later date. So once you found a home you like, you're going to put in a purchase agreement. And this purchase agreement will be between you and the seller. And we are going to go through that whole purchase agreement and what to look for and everything in our second video. So be sure and watch that. I appreciate your watching this video, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions at all, or you can like me on my Facebook page, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, and make it a great day.